Team Spirit versus Xtreme Gaming. Game 2. Highlights. Yatoro God versus the Uncrowned King. Aim.
Around as well, right? As if you do get caught by the coil, you're not the tankiest of heroes, but it is going to be fun to see. Usually the laning stage does go heavily into the Void Spirit's favor, so I'm very curious which is something that you want to do.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is the final game of the evening. Is Xtreme Gaming taking on Team Spirit. Team Spirit came off a very convincing game number 1, a very fun game to watch indeed. Some really sick team fights back-to-back ended up taking them to victory. We'll see if Xtreme can bounce back, though. They have this 5-position Death Prophet. We're going to see XXS and Xinq on this offlane duo of Centaur Batrider, which has looked very good.
Yep, looked amazing for sure. Morphling is the type of hero that's probably not gonna die to it, but even if you force him to morph a lot into the strength, he's just not gonna be able to CS as much. So I'm very curious to see how well the Yadoro can do in this one. But once again, if you're looking at the draft, a much more straightforward one on the side of Spirit. Pointing click stun, burst damage from the Timber Saw or the Morphling. You know, it's very easy to understand what they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
People completely dodged the dissimulate. I'm very curious to see if XM is going to go that route versus a puck. Bottom.
Oh, that's a very nice one. Yeah, I mean, it's just that little bit of chip damage goes a long way. Vengeful Spirit dying again in this top lane. Going for the Lotus, it looks like, as Xinq and XXS are just continuing to apply a lot of pressure here.
Yep, you just poke at the Morphling and then Miposhka has to put himself in front, right? And the second he does that with the Flame Break into a Hoof Stomp, there's just so much chase down potential now that you have the 2 points in the double edge.
All right, we're going to see Yatoro struggle a little bit here in this top lane. He's got a little bit of CS, but yeah, he's not having the best time by any means. The Centaur just basically free farming at this point.
I mean, Poshka TP to the mid lane to refill the bottle, and he's taking his time staying there waiting for the water rune.
You don't get the water rune refresh there for the puck, which definitely hurts him out a little bit. As Miposhka now needs to be careful. There's going to be 2 points in Firefly. This is a lot of damage. He does he have a magic missile available? He will throw it. Needs one more auto attack. Nice. He gets the kill. Okay, Xinq maybe a little bit underestimating the damage of the Vengeful Spirit, plus just had a wand to work with.
Collapse is actually diving this.
There is no way. Collapse, you don't get that kill, my friend, and Ame will just snipe him with a Lucent Beam.
Very weird.
Yeah, I think overall, like, this bottom lane, yeah, they're going to continue to try and just play aggressive, but top lane, XXS taking a little bit of damage, but again, the turnaround comes from the stomp. As Miposhka will burn. He got revenge here for Xinq. As Death Prophet bottom lane actually in a lot of trouble as well. She's going to die to Mira, so just diving way behind the tower, it seems.
Yeah, poor position 5s, especially Miposhka. He's been dying so many times. If there wasn't that kill that he got...
I have to look at Xtreme, and honestly, they're just crushing a lot of these side lanes. DY going to try and maybe take away the Wisdom Rune here, but doesn't make it in time, so Mira will grab it. Does need to be a little bit careful. Is kind of baiting him a little bit as Miposhka will make the rotation on in. And with that Fairy Fire, they should have more than enough damage. They just need to prevent the TP on out. And, well, he might be able to now. Okay, no, they got him. Fade Bolt out from Mira will finish the job.
Mira having the raindrops there allowed him to bait like that, because if you don't...
If you can continue that in this game, but we're gonna see the first smoke rotation out from Xtreme is they're beelining straight to bottom, as they might run into the Venge first. And honestly, Miposhka very happy to break that smoke for his team, and they will be able to find themselves a nice easy kill. Great silence. DY just gets clipped. No TP for the moment.
Is he just gonna die there? It's the saddest death in the world. He's gonna have a TP.
Yeah, he'll make it out. Close.
Barely.
Collapse almost gets the kill.
Yeah, the Timber Chain got stopped. I don't know if it's enough, but it's very, very close. If Ame doesn't into the mid lane. Not a single coil was used just yet.
They don't have swap yet either, right? And the coil into swap is something that you can always count on late game. As for now, they will drop it. And they're going to look and try and just burst him down, and they absolutely can with the help of Collapse. Very good rotation and good patience from these guys, just waiting for that Void Spirit.
Very nicely done from Laurel as well. He's the one who set it up. First going in with the silence, and then immediately they start running in. Only then the coil comes out, so... Yeah, I guess you were a little bit careless. The blink, that's gonna be even more burst coming out from them. Veil, blink, jump in, it's so much
Ooh, that's the blink reveal. The lasso comes out, but he got the strength morph. And yeah, Yatoro will be fine. They do manage to get a nice little stun here onto the Centaurs. Collapse comes through, tries to find the kill, but can't do it. And there's gonna be an immediate stampede trying to close the gap here. Baposhka with a really good swap away, and XM will continue the dive, but Collapse is not done. He's run out of mana though. Laurel deeping on in. They get him with one last Timber Chain. A stolen Crypt Swarm here for Mira, as they are looking for this Void Spirit. Coil is available. But will they get him? XM down to the low ground, stunned up for the moment. And here he comes, Puck with the coil. They got him, man. Trying to get away, but that coil duration just long enough for Laurel to pick up another. So they get themselves some nice turnaround kills on the side of Spirit.
Collapse is the one who baited and burst people down. You can do that later on in the game if you want to. And Spirit, if you look at them, you don't really need to be bursting your enemies right now. If you are pressuring, if you're staying in front of them, if you're forcing rotations, you can be pretty happy with the outcome of that as well.
A nice smoke here from Xtreme, as they're just going to go ahead and play around this bonus night vision that they have. Also, a lot of bonus movement speed goes a long way on these guys, so we'll see if they can find. They are counter smoked here on the side of Spirit, and
that's that Centaur.
Did they catch the Centaur? They do see him. Nice telekinesis. They will have the lasso. There it is. Gonna catch the puck. The swap out. Can it save him? Laurel, he's alive for the moment, but he will finally go down. Yatoro looking to try and join the fight. Collapse, tanking through a lot of this damage, but you're fighting into an exorcism. It's a lot to deal with. The stun will catch for the moment here onto XM. Yataro's silenced up, does get the strength morph off as they're trying to just bait out some of these spells. He's stolen Aether Remnant. Mira does manage to catch the Luna. They pull him back in with a stun, but can they burst him down? Ame falling low. So is Collapse, as they will dunk on top of him. It's a 1-for-1, and they do manage to get him. So can they get out now? Baposhka just getting ran down by Jin Q. It's not looking good. This support duo from Xtreme is absolutely crushing this game. A stampede at the ready from XXS. Yatoro jumps away, but he is out of resources completely. The Aether Remnant to pull him right back into the stomp. Ends up being 5 dead for Spirit, as Xtreme take a fantastic fight.
Oh, Spirit were so patient in that fight until the point where they saw...
Yeah, I would say Luna is coming, and with that, they will go for the lasso. Meanwhile, mid lane, well, a little bit of back and forth, but Collapse, he's got to get out of here, and Batrider is just super frustrated to deal with, and the Stampede will help secure this kill, it looks like, as in comes Yatoro, as well as just snipes the Batrider. It's a 2-for-1 around the map, as Yatoro wants to try and find Ame here, and in comes the puck as well. They don't have the coil, but the Witchblade's slowing him up quite a bit, and the waveform on forward. The Witch team can save the carry first, and it will end up being a great kill from Mira. Puck actually jumped in for this, does get the blink away, but XM's gonna chase on this Void Spirit. Does need to be a little bit careful, as Laurel doing a lot of work. A huge stomp from the Centaur comes in, but do they have the damage to follow it up? They don't. Instead, XM just gets baited.
Team Spirit and their patience, they've always been amazing at this. What happened there is that the Luna went for the Mask of Madness before using the... It really is allowing him to be as farmed as he is. But Xtreme Gaming, every single time they have a smoke, every single time they have a lasso, they're going to be going for movements. And Yatoro, he is in trouble. Okay, they're ready. They're ready with the swap. He's fine. They're bringing a lot of heroes down here, actually. They're in a pretty good position on Spirit. The Roshan, I think, is on their mind, but we're going to see a great stomp in from XXS looking for Mira on this Rubik. And they do got him. And the question is, can Laurel find more? Gets silenced up. He's gone. The Aghanim Scepter reveal doing so much work, and Collapse just surrounded. A swap out from the post, but the Blink Lasso comes through as well. This one is all Xtreme. Double kill for the support Death Prophet as they just destroy Spirit in this fight. Oh boy, the Aghanim Scepter on the Void here too, as Luna is already pushed in this lane. No glyph, you can easily do it.
They actually smoke up here on Spirit. They want to see if they can find something. But Ame just makes quick work of this tower.
They're actually going for it. This is a very risky move from Spirit. They have a shard on the Venge, which is a good addition, but this is a hard fight.
Who do you try to grab? They get out on the Void Spirit. He just jumps away immediately. And XinQ, they do manage to get the coil and the silence onto him, but there's the immediate stampede response from the side of Spirit, and that's their time to go. The swap out will save.
Lasso time.
Collapse for now, but there it is. He's got the lasso once again. XinQ always finding his mark. Mira with the TP on home. He's going to make it, and the rest of the team has already cut and run. Yatoro hiding in the trees here. He will TP.
Uncharacteristic impatience coming out from Spirit, right? Good spot to fight at. Your own jungle, it's not that great of a spot. They had some vision, but on the left there, so they didn't really see exactly what's going on, and your smoke broke when you were on the low ground. That's pretty weird. And then on the other side, you see Xtreme Gaming, who are playing these fights perfectly. They now don't need to start off with the lasso when they have the Dragon Scepter, and they're just waiting for the swap and then going for the lasso. And Mira, well, he's gonna have to rest for 40 seconds.
Yeah, Centaur with that blink initiation, just very good at finding these heroes. Ame almost to his level 20 with that shard. He's going to be getting it fairly soon.
That's going to be so much for him in terms of survivability, in terms of damage output. He's going to have everything he needs.
And they will crack the tier 3 tower. It is time for those glaives to get to work here, making it very difficult for Spirit to approach this fight. And there it is again. He's got a lasso. He's found Collapse. The stop comes through as well. He is all alone, baby. He's trying so hard to get out of here, but they finally do bring him down. And with that, you have a buyback available, but you really do not want to have to pop it.
You do not expect this zero hesitation from XinQ, but this is the Luna factor as well in the base, right? Because he's giving you so much vision. You know where the Vengeful Spirit is. You see that they're too far apart from each other, and you go in. Miposhka still not level 12. This 4-staff was such a right decision from XinQ.
The question is how do you stop this, like, at all? Like, you're just going to lose 2 lanes of barracks here. You do not have any fortification. I mean, this is just all Xtreme. They just want to close out this game as fast as possible. They do not want to even risk going late game. Is that a little bit? 2 lanes of barracks down as Xtreme are feeling very confident here. 27 minutes into the game, a 15. The make or break fight for them. They either find their targets and they take down Xtreme.
Got scanned.
But the Radiant, the scan comes out perfectly. The Luna illusion trying to find him. The coil comes out. It's baited, and they get both Yatoro and the puck. He will be able to get the BKB. Miposhka falling low as well. The stampede comes through. The lasso as well. Laurel falls. Collapse on the run. He's gonna die as well. 5-4-1. That we said was the make or break fight, and my goodness, Spirit, they just got their backs snapped.
Yeah, their spirit got broken. But yeah. Anyways, though, that was a pretty sick fight coming out from Xtreme Gaming. You know, they baited. They knew exactly what Spirit was gonna do. It's just that you cannot let that tower fall. If you lost 2 lanes of racks and you don't have a outer tower, there's nowhere for you to fight on the map. And you know, at that point, the game is just lost. The enemies are gonna get the Roche. They're gonna poke at you. They're gonna wait for the other waves to push in, and you're just a god.